Guys, I don't know what I would ever do if I just ran across a dead body. Can you imagine just stumbling upon something like that when you're out and about? It would probably freak me out and traumatize me for a long time. This is a horror story about that exactly happening from Wansee Entertainment. Make sure to subscribe to him. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos, and let's get into this one. I found a dead girl's body in the bushes. Is that some cicadas?
I used to live in this small, sleepy forest town, which at the time was notorious for being the most boring place to raise a family in the Midwest. That never bothered me very much.
Right.
I liked the isolation and the privacy, and the knowledge that those late-breaking violent stories you hear on the news would never involve us. I lived about a minute away from a large open field, where I could easily walk for about 15 minutes without ever having to set foot on concrete. One day last summer, I was taking my dog Oscar for a walk across the field, pretty early in the morning as I usually did.
Yeah.
But today, something happened to catch my eye immediately after I went through the fence.
A dead body,
About 15 meters to the left of the entry gate is an old fishing pit that was surrounded by overgrown bushes with barbed wire.
Okay.
So I heard something rustling from the undergrowth, and I stopped to investigate. I noticed the outline of someone standing under the shadows of the trees, staring at me without moving.
At you. Hey.
Completely taken aback and slightly unnerved.
That's creepy, yeah.
I decided to just keep walking my dog as if I hadn't seen anything.
I mean,
I usually play music on my phone,
something, right?
But after that chilling encounter, I had no intention of doing so, just in case that person decided to try and come at me from behind. After walking for another 15 minutes, I completed my loop around the field and was making my way back when I noticed a tall man walking from the grassy area around the fishing pit to the gate.
So he was hiding.
It was hard to tell because of the distance, but I would say he was around 30 years old and well built. I made sure to keep my distance and decided to play fetch with my dog for a while and give him time to leave, as my gut feeling was telling me that it wasn't a good idea to approach him. After a short while, I made sure the coast was clear and called my dog back over to me and reattached his leash. As we were making our way out of the field through the gate where we originally entered, Oscar started pulling at his leash and sniffing around the bushes where I had first noticed the silhouette of the man. I tugged at the leash and called my dog's name, but he refused to obey, which was strange because he usually didn't give me any trouble. I walked towards him to grab his collar, nervously scanning the area again for the strange man, when I noticed a piece of blue cloth on the other side of the barbed wire divider that surrounds the fishing pit. I tied my dog to a nearby stump, carefully climbed over the fence, and went to investigate. This next part is very difficult for me to recount, because while a part of me is pleased my actions that day brought light to a violent crime and brought closure, however horrific, to someone's family, another part of me wishes I had just been less patient and kept tugging at my dog, because the nightmares have yet to stop. There was a body of a young girl covered in bruises all over her face and lacerations to her wrists. Fresh blood was pooling under the gash in her neck. Her eyes were all puffy, like she had been crying for a very long time.
Oh my God.
I couldn't even begin to imagine what she had been put through. After calling the police, I sat by the gate and waited what was probably only about 8 minutes, but it felt like a lifetime. Even though I obviously knew she was dead, when I overheard the ambulance attendant confirm it, I threw up all over the grass. The police tried asking me questions, and I told them what I could recall about the stranger, while my dog whined and tried to nuzzle me while I sat on the grass. A week later, I read in the newspaper that the young girl was a 12-year-old named Megan that had gone missing no more than 5 minutes away from my house. She had been sexually assaulted before being murdered. After 3 months of continuous searching, nobody matched the vague description of the man I had given the police. More than a few times, I've noticed people in my own town giving me sideways glances that feel more like suspicion than pity. And that's almost more than I can bear. Please just remember to keep things in perspective. No matter how shitty a day you're having, however many trivial inconveniences you have to endure, You were at least lucky enough not to have found a dead child while enjoying your daily routine.
Yep.
My thoughts and prayers go out to that poor girl's family.
Wow. Yeah, he's absolutely right, man. You know, we all have bad days, but when you think about what some people can experience and how horrific something like that is, and especially the girl, like the victim, you know, there's some evil people out there, man. Just be blessed, be happy that you're blessed with family and not being in situations like that, you know what I mean? Love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out Wansee Entertainment. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.